time I don't bring my watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Just listen to the beep. So Dom's
back.
Trump is back.
You were right, man. You called it. I was like, he's gonna sail off in the sunset, gonna purchase an island next to Belize, and get some senoritas out there. But no, he's out for revenge.
Yeah, and he's taking no names. He called out council culture. He actually called out some of the Republicans that backstabbed. Interesting enough, he didn't call out Mitch McConnell though.
I heard he did today, actually.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he didn't do it during CPAC.
Okay.
So that's what I was listening to. I didn't Trump says like he's off the hinge every day. I can't. He's not president anymore. So
So most Republicans, they did a survey at CPAC, and they said most Republicans, what was it? Was it in the 40s%?
Yeah, it was like low 40s.
That still wanted Trump to run next time, and they had their choice.
Yeah, and they did a poll without Trump, and 30% of people said other. So,
next on the list was Ron DeSantis from Florida.
Yeah,
and then Don Jr. was third or fourth.
Yeah, but I think he was like in the single digits though.
Yeah, but there was somebody between Don Jr. and Ron DeSantis. I don't remember who was.
Probably Rand Paul.
No, it was not him. It was I would
Ted
remember
Cruz?
that. Nope, I would remember that too. And to my dismay, my boy wasn't even on the list.
Who?
My Texas boy, man.
Dan Crenshaw.
Dan Crenshaw, man.
Oh.
Yeah, he was on the list.
It might have been the senator from Senator Brown from Florida, but hey, people still love Trump. He is ratings gold. I believe even several aides to the Biden administration said that if it wasn't for COVID, they would probably not have beaten Trump.
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Well,
you look at the election.
That's true, man.
You look at the election, Joe Biden basically won by less than 50,000 votes.
Is that what it came down to?
Yeah, it literally came down to a handful of states and a few districts in those states that flipped. Like even if Trump had won Georgia, like if he had just flipped, he still would have probably lost. But it would have been a dogfight.
Yeah.
So it's just like, by the skin of his teeth, he lost the presidency.
Yeah.
And so I think Trump. I think that's gonna at his age, I think that's gonna probably put a fire in him to will his mind, body, and Trumpism past the finish line to beat Joe Biden. Because I think even if Joe Biden makes it 4 years, which I'm doubtful of, like the Democrats are like, you can't, like you're not gonna be able to beat Donald Trump.
Did you see the video where he didn't, like, he said he didn't know where he was or what's going on?
Biden?
Yeah, you didn't see it? I mean, it wasn't as bad as like what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
But he was naming some people, and he's like,
yeah, and
I couldn't remember the name. He's like,
yeah. Well, there
made
was
this face. It was like,
the classic Joe Biden,
like,
just like,
what am I? He said, what am I doing here? Well, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He's like, why?
You know.
You know the thing.
Come on.
You know
the thing.
God, that guy.
Yeah. So and I think the Democrats' worst nightmare is if they put Kamala Harris up against Donald Trump.
Did you see?
He will eat her alive.
Did you see how they had so there's the issue at the border right now, and they had to reopen some of the old
detention centers.
Cages that aren't cages, but yeah, these holding centers, whether it's fenced in or whether it looks kind of like a box car, like from a train almost, but anyways, so they had to open some more of these facilities because there's been an influx of people coming in because of policies that are put in place that reward bad behavior. But anyways, I digress. So an influx of kids, and because of spacing with COVID, they didn't have enough space. They had to open up more of these centers. And the funny thing is, the center that Kamala Harris was out picketing and freaking out about in 2019 in Florida, well, they just opened it. And so it's like, do you really, like, you are just kind of the worst person, you just revile against an administration for a policy like that, and then you go do the same freaking thing. But at the end of the day, what comes out, like, we don't know. What it comes down to is we don't know how to handle it, right? Yeah. So a kid is in the desert. What are you supposed to do? So you get him. You don't know where he belongs. You don't know what his family is. He doesn't know what address he is. You don't know anything about it. So, like, how are we gonna figure this out? What are we gonna do with this kid? We can't just release this kid. We have to bring him in. We have to take care of his health. We have to figure out what to do. So that's what a freaking holding center is, or whatever you call it. There's a reason they're there, because we don't know what to do. And I don't think we have the answer yet, but we're trying to figure it out. An issue right now is that there's a decent amount of people that come across with kids that aren't their kids, because a few years back, cartels found out that, if we bring a kid over, they'll be easier on us, let us know, whatever. And so it's pretty common to bring a freaking kid that's not your kid.
Yeah. Well, and also, I believe it was, is Eddie, he was a former agent in Mexico. He said that the cartels do a lot of that as a diversion because of just the way the routes and things through Mexico go, where they try to flood one area and then go to another to kind of throw off border security.
Is his Instagram handle Ed Manifesto?
I believe so.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I want to say Ed Manifesto, but I know that's not.
That's just his Instagram handle. Yeah. I don't remember his name, but he's a cool guy. He's a cool cat. I learned so much from him about
Mexico,
weird stuff.
Mexico. Cool place, but dangerous as well. You walk on the edge.
Oh yeah,
of
man.
Danger.
Oh yeah, man.
And so things like that, and also recently, obviously the Jamal Khashoggi thing, the Biden administration has gotten a little bit of heat on, but also the fact that they've been doing this dance with Iran now, with bombings in Syria, and it's just like, we really just get more of the same from a different administration. When people are saying, well, that strike cost about $2.5 million, and you could have used some of that money to give people $2,000 checks.
You could, or you could kill people.
True, and not just anyone, Iranians.
And apparently, that's more appealing sometimes.
Yeah, killed about 24 people. So don't know if they're terrorists, but we got them.
They done for, son.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, man. The thing about the Middle East is, I tried to learn about it once, and it just turns out to be so ridiculously complex that I was like, a group of people smarter than me need to figure that stuff out, So a lot of times when we attack something, or we bomb something, or we assassinate somebody, I don't know if it was good or bad, man. I wish we would be out. Yeah. I wish we could focus on ourselves and focus on what we do best, on giving aid to countries and being here, getting ourselves healthy so that we can bring in immigrants, make a better life. Cool. That's what my folks wants to be on. But I get that foreign countries and powers in foreign countries obviously have plans to bring down Western civilization, starting with the United States. I get it. So I don't want to jump the gun and say, Biden's a moron because he did this. Because, we don't know what's going on in the intelligence briefings. But at the same time, have we been killing people for long enough? Isn't it enough?
Been a while. Well, the thing is, I believe there are certain areas that we need to disengage from. But the fact that the U.S. has interests all around the world, we really can't. 'Cause I remember watching a video, it was maybe a couple weeks ago, of just all the U.S. bases around the world.
Oh, yeah.
750, by the way. Actually, estimates say it's actually over 1,000. Those are just the 750, just the ones we know about.
Yeah.
And so
it's just
the
thing is it seems like we're occupying, but at the same time, if we were to leave a lot of those places, the countries would be frustrated.
Yeah,
because we're there assisting them in things, whether it's operations or whether it's humanitarian aid, whether it's other things. We're there assisting, and so
Yeah, but you got to understand, there's a lot of countries that game that system though.
For sure.
Like you look at Nigeria right now, they're using SWAT to basically cramp down on protesters and shoot people. You look at Myanmar where people are being gunned down. A lot of people sell their food stamps
to get cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like people game the system wherever.
Okay,
it is,
but that's a false equivalency though. Saying someone's cheating food stamps and the fact that the U.S. government gives weapons to Israel that kills.
I get it. It's a weird analogy.
That's not. But
I'm saying people use the system no matter what, and so how do you stop that from happening though? What's the solution? How do you stop somebody from selling food stamps to get cigarettes or alcohol? How do you stop like another country from using us in that way? Like it's
smarter people
than us. That's what it comes down to a lot.
Yeah. Most of these problems come down to smarter people.
I just raise my frustration and expect other people to figure out solutions.
Yeah, well, that's what it comes down. It essentially comes down to smarter people than you or I. So,
but yeah, no, Trump is back, man. He's
rip roaring and ready.
Pumping himself full of stem cells and
did you hear about the report?
Blood.
Did you hear about the report?
What?
On Trump? Apparently the first lady and Trump got secretly vaccinated a day before his term ended.
Lucky.
So that's kind of, I think he got the Moderna vaccine.
Nice.
So
me and him.
Yeah. So you're connected.
We're pals. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't really care as a freaking president.
Well, the fact that he was telling people not to get
Wait, which president are you talking about? What are you talking
Trump.
about? You're saying Trump?
Yeah, he
got vaccinated
a day before he left office.
Why is that weird?
Well, because he was kind of saying that the whole, like, he was calling the